Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you through my Transfer Tuesday money moves for this week in the month of June, sharing with you guys what transfers I have made with my money to help me better progress my financial goals of becoming financially independent and debt-free. As many of you know, I've been on a journey of paying back over $140,000 worth of debt, mostly in the form of student loan debt, and I have taken you guys through this journey with me of hopefully one day being debt-free. I am a little bit over now, halfway done with the process, and at the current trajectory that I'm going, I should be debt-free maybe by the end of the year, or at the very least at the beginning of 2024. Which is sooner than you think. Time flies. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the two different transfers I have made. One in the form of just transferring money from my regular local bank, where my money goes when I get paid with my paycheck, with my W-2 income. So making that first transfer to a high interest savings account. And then the second transfer being a transfer in the form of a retirement fund, specifically with my Roth IRA with M1 Finance. Before I share the real numbers with you guys of what those transfers are and share with you guys the screenshots for each of those, I just want to say thank you to all my channel supporters and also all my subscribers, the people who watch these videos week in, week out, who comment, who subscribe, who like the videos. I really appreciate it. If you are a first-time viewer or someone who hasn't subscribed, I encourage you that if you like content like this, of watching someone go through the process of paying off high amounts of debt and talking with you guys and showing you week by week their progress, whether it be big or small, then if you like content like that and you get motivated by it, be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more content just like this. Anyway, let's kick things off with the first transfer. And as I mentioned in the intro, this is a transfer from my local bank where I get my money distributed to with my paycheck to a high interest savings account. That being, of course, Ally Savings Bank, which I think right now has a savings account interest rate, I want to say of 3.7. It's either 3.6 or 3.7. I got an email again saying that they were going to increase their savings account interest rate, which is great, at least for me. So I think it's a 3.7, but don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I was able this week, today, at the time of filming this is a Monday, to transfer $150 from my local bank to my high interest savings account with Ally Savings Bank. And specifically, that money is going to go towards three different buckets I have within that account. Number one, it's going to a just general family sinking fund. Number two, it's going towards a vacation sinking fund. And number three, it's going towards a Christmas sinking fund. I've talked a little bit about each of those sinking funds and why I have them in other videos, but just in brief, I love sinking funds. They're for expenses that I know are upcoming, and by saving for them now, it alleviates stress in the future for my budget, that I don't have to like put a side item in a budget when that month comes, like in Christmas time, in December. I have the money saved up, and it just really takes the stress away. It gives you a nice sigh of relief when you already have the money saved up. So, and I get interest on it, so that's a plus. So $150 into a high interest account with Ally Savings Bank in those three different categories that I have set aside with that bank account. All right, moving on now to the second transfer for this week. And this one, of course, is with my Roth IRA retirement account. And I use M1 Finance for this. Not sponsored by them. I just happen to like their interface and their app. I think it's pretty user-friendly. I've tried a couple different ones. But for me, what's important is how user-friendly an app is and whether or not I can set things up for auto pay and auto distribute and all those things. So M1 Finance, Roth IRA, I was able to transfer $200 towards that account, which that is usually the amount of money that I like to transfer each month towards my Roth IRA. I try to do one transfer per month to my Roth IRA account, which I know $200 a month doesn't get me to that max contribution limit for the year. I think they may have bumped it up from $6,000 to $6,500. I could be wrong on that. I might still be at $6,000 for the year that you can put towards a Roth IRA account. But I'm just right now sticking with $200 a month. I'm thankful that this month I was able to make that transfer into my Roth IRA account. So I don't have to worry about that for the rest of the month. Thankfully, I'm getting it done a little bit earlier this month rather than waiting to the last second. So this Transfer Tuesday, $200 towards my retirement account, my Roth IRA, and $150 towards my regular high interest savings account for those three different categories of sinking funds. So a $350 transfer Tuesday this week. Pretty proud of that. Last week I think I had, what was it, a $1,500 transfer that was in the form of going towards student loans. So I finished the other side of it now, the non-student loan transfers, my Roth IRA and sinking funds. So that is good news there. All that's left is another transfer for my student loans, which I would hope to be around $1,500 again, which would get me to that $3,000, which would equal a total transfer the month of $3,350. We'll see if I get there. The month's not over yet. I would hope to have another paycheck in the bank before making that transfer. But I'm happy this week. I gotta stick with just this week. Looking at this week, can't look too far ahead because that can be overwhelming. This week, I was able to meet my goal, $350 transferred into those two different categories of retirement and sinking funds. Proud of myself there. So that's all I really have to share with you guys, other than it's completely downpouring here, which is great because I live East Coast, and many of you know, if you've been watching the news, the East Coast this past week had a lot of smoke in the air. So the rain's good, it helps us out. And it's also, my garden is loving it. So just a little personal share there. Comment down below if you like the rain and if you have a garden and if your garden is loving this rain or anything else you would like to share in the comment section below. I like to hear about you guys and how you're doing with your finances and also just some personal things with your life of getting to know you a little bit better. So you guys take care. I will see you in the next one, and thank you so much for joining me today.